Okay, I was comparing my the Dr. Dabber with that glass piece I got on it with the Swiss Perc. I worked them both out really, really well this evening. And I come to the couple conclusions. First conclusion, sadly, is that break I had for about 3 weeks, smoke one time in the week. So basically 4 weeks with the exception of smoking one time in the week of the last week. Then I smoked following week, so it's twice in 6 weeks actually. Then after I smoked twice the next week, then twice the next week, and this is the third time here at the beginning of this week, first day. So you could say almost 3 times now in a couple 5 days, 6 days, um, or 7 days, something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna have to take like about a probably 3, 4 month break because what I had tonight, if I would have never smoked before, I should have been tripping big time, paranoid. Um, Maybe because I know what to expect. It don't happen, I don't know. But before I do that, I have a walk I gotta try and do coming up in about 2 weeks. And I keep smoking. I'm gonna be smoking pretty good up to that walk and see how good I do in that walk. With the last walk I did, I didn't do too well. I want to see if it actually helps me in the walk. And if it does, I'm not gonna quit smoking at all. I mean, that's a tough decision. Only paying for a little bit just to feel really, really good. I tell you what, if you're older watching this, trust me, get yourself some marijuana. That monkey brain or whatever they want to call it, it'll help with that. It just helps you. Now I understand. They say it's not addicting, it can't be addicting, but yet you're chasing. I just don't want to leave this state I'm in, physically and mentally. I mean, I can, I just didn't, but I don't want to. My body feels somewhat relaxed and my mind feels somewhat relaxed for the first time in a long time. Somewhat. It goes in and out, but it's very normal. It's like where I just don't give a shit. I do, but yet I don't at the same time. Feel like my body, I can feel my back get pain, but it it comes and goes. It's not there all the time. Like my mind, it comes and goes in, whatever I just told you. But anyway, I should have been tripping. Um, Now back to the conclusion between the Dr. Dever and the Switch 2. Dr. Dever Switch 2 and the Swiss Perc with the ash catcher and the flower bowl. None of them are right here right now. They're all up on the counter at the kitchen. Um, the Swiss Perc, without a doubt, hands down. Couple reasons. Dr. Dabber, to me, it hit you quicker, but it's not there and it's not as long. And just the hit, the best hit I have is from the Swiss Perc with the ash catcher and a flower bowl, and I'll tell you why. Now I gotta compare it some more with the ball vape and play around with it that way, but I don't think it's gonna beat just the flower bowl and combusting it. I'll tell you why. I cough very easily. You've seen that already. This Swiss Perc, just a little bit fills up the ash catcher and the Swiss thing. Take your bowl out, and then you take your hit. I take it baby steps, but I, you know, I'm getting a lot in me. There's still the pipes half full yet. I'm holding the bowl here, so it's out, so I have it the airway clear. And it just, you get such a bigger hit. It does make me cough, but I'm not really hacking. Cough a little bit, a couple times, and that's it. But for the hit that you have, it's totally worth it. I can handle that cough. And again, I want to know, yeah, I threw this video away. With the dry herb vape, they say you're vaping it. Now, this is Ooze Bird's dry herb vape. Flour goes down in there. There's some old flour in there. And it heats it up. They say you're vaping it. And you get a couple good puffs so you can see it. They say it's not combustion. But I have a question for you people. If I get my flour, my herb, and put it in here, in the ooze, in the dry herb vape, and this flour so dry and crumbly, are you telling me that I'm still seeing vapor? You're heating it up. You're still combusting it. Instead of combusting at a very low temperature, but you're still combusting it. I don't believe I almost did that. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. What the heck? Okay, here it is. This is my thing for my flour in case I ever want to make butter. Looks like coffee grounds. Mid and dark brown. Oh, my flour mill. Your grinder ever get clogged up, man? My flour mill is all packed in there where the teeth are. So, there you have it. The best device bang for your dollar, in my opinion, right now. It's going to be a Swiss Perc with a flower bowl. You can buy two of them and still have money left over for one Dr. Dabber switch to with the third-party glass. And depending what you buy the Dr. Dabber for, you could get 2 of them Swiss Percs. Anyway, without the glass. So to me, that's a better deal. You get bigger hits. You know, I don't know how doing an e-nail out of it is yet, but I'm just saying for medicinal purposes to get your medicine. That beats the Dr. Dabber switch too. But if that's where you want to get it with concentrate, that Dr. Dabber switch to with that glass piece may be the best way to get it. I'm sure Pelpkill with their third-party glass piece is just as good. But I don't have the money to go out and buy them both. The riser's good. It's a tiny mighty better. I don't know. I never had that. I asked someone that made a comment in one of the videos. So hopefully they'll see that. And that other one, that Kano, people that make the Kano make this other dry herb vape. And both of them are a lot more money than the riser. But for the Ooze Verge and the riser, I would say the riser. The riser's about twice as much money almost, depending what price you get it at. So you could buy 2 Ooze Verges for 1 riser. In that case there, I would say the riser would be maybe better. I don't know, because when I do the riser, I mean, I feel it. It's like I'm not getting anything. So probably a pretty good hit. But I am definitely getting something with the riser. But if it's not combustion, why is it turning brown? Why can't I see something, supposedly vapor coming from flower that's been in the desert for 3 weeks and dry as fuck and crinkles and crackles, if the dry herb vape is not combustion? Because I know that a riser, I seen it glowing red already, the flower down there. And the last time I emptied that stem out, you could see it was burnt. So I think these dry herb vapes are made to heat it up to a certain point, and that's it. No matter what the fucking dial says. What's the combustion temperature of marijuana? Marijuana generally begins to combust at temperature around 400 degrees Fahrenheit to 450. When using a traditional lighter, the flame tip can exceed 1500 to 2000, creating a much higher uncontrolled temperature. While the smaller material within a pipe or joint typically burns at lower, yet still higher temperatures, often exceeding 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Decarboxylation activation is 220 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Vaporization, 315 to 430. But yet it says combust, with 374 often being considered the ideal. Combustion burning, 450. So smoking, 600. They call it a dry herb vape, but it's still combustion. Because they just contradicted themselves. They said vaping 450 up to 450, but they said combustion starts at 400. So how can you vape and combust at the same time? That's what I'm telling you you're getting. It's burning. And I don't know how in the hell, prove me wrong if I'm wrong. Prove it to me. So if there is an actual dry herb vape, I would like to see it. When medical marijuana is pressed, a gooey substance comes out. At what temperature does that substance burn? The gooey substance that comes out when pressing medical marijuana is called rosin. This solventless concentrate typically begins to burn and degrade in quality at temperatures above 400 degrees. So you're burning it. Optimal diving is 350 to 450. Recommend to stay below 400 degrees Celsius. Okay, 752 Fahrenheit. But all the other ones are in Fahrenheit. January begins around 450. Like a flower, but if you're heating it, you're combusting it. I don't. Explain to me how heating medical marijuana in a dry herb vape at 350 degrees is still not combusting it. There's no way that medical marijuana that's been in a desert dry in the open for 3 weeks, when placed in a dry herb vape, will produce a vapor. What am I seeing at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in my vape temperature setting? What's that smoke that I see? Heating medical marijuana dry herb vape at 350 degrees does not cause combustion, because combustion, burning, smoking requires temperature typically above 445. Even if your cannabis is extremely dry, 350 degrees is high enough to vaporize the active oils. I don't believe it. It says the oils will remain intact. Efficient heat. Dense vapor. No, I don't believe that. There's not that much oil in there. That thing's been dry. And then you should be able to press it and get oil out, right? I'd like to see that. 3-week-old. If I let medical marijuana sit out in the desert open outside in the summer for 3 weeks, and I press it, how much live rosin would I get out of it? So based on the conditions described, for 3 weeks of 10 months of exposure to high heat, open air, sunlight, and desert environment, you would likely get little to no usable live rosin. Very little to no flower rosin. And if I can't get live rosin or very little live rosin, and if I put it in a dry herb vape, what's that smoke I'm seeing when I have the dry herb vape set at 350 degrees? What's the smoke I see when I exhale? Now, you allow medical to sit out and open. So it's not smoke, it's vapor. It says the weed has a white fuzz mold after sitting out that long. Do not consume it, it can make you sick. But before that, it says vapor. Ain't no way. But anyway, the Swiss Perc's the best. Hands down. Right now, that's the best bang for your buck. Unless you strictly want to do dabbing, then the Switch 2 is good. Don't know about a banger yet, or an e-nail. But that's the next project. I know it should be an 8 to 10 inch, 12-inch pipe. Want to get a good piece of glass. They have a Swiss Perc piece of glass for dabbing, I think. It's a lot smaller. I call it mini. Would mini Swiss Perc make a good dab rig? Yes. I have a 18-inch Swiss Perc with a ash catcher now that I smoke medical marijuana flower out of. I'm thinking about dabbing with a banger. If I got a mini Swiss Perc, would that be a good water pipe to use with a banger? Or should I use the 18-inch Swiss pipe that I have now with a banger? No, I understand a smaller pipe better. For dabbing a mini Swiss part, roughly 5/8 inches is much better choice than your current 18-inch Swiss part. You can eat with a banger. Smaller rig is superior for concentration because it prevents vapor from going stale, preserves flavor, and reduces product. Here's a breakdown. So that's probably what I'll get. I'll see how big that mini Swiss Perc is, and I'll probably get that. So, oh, remember, 3 bowls a day keeps the doctor away.